The team. Everyone in my team except for Star and Lego is able to evolve, which is funny. Star, the Cyndaquil, fire type. How do I do things again? There we go. Quick attack, Ember, rollout, and has a docile nature, level 16. Hot Dog, the level 15 Bidoof, normal type. Rollout, tackle, bite is its moves. Gentle nature. Local Mistake, the Starly, level 17, normal flying type. Gust, quick attack, aerial ace, and air slash has a calm nature. Shinx, well, Sparky, the level 17 Shinx, electric type, quick attack, thunder shock, bite, thunder fang has a hasty nature. And Lego, the Buizel, there's probably one more after this, water type, quick attack, aqua jet, swift has a rash nature. There was Cascoon, the Cascoon, because we didn't name this Cascoon. The bug type. Poison sting, tackle, iron defense, lax nature. The reason why Star and Lego cannot evolve right now is because Star and Lego are not at the correct levels to evolve. That, and I've just been lazy to evolve people. First things first is I have a couple of things. I have a stealth spray. When used in the field, this spray nullifies the sound of your footsteps and make wild Pokemon less likely to notice you for a short time. Oh, so that's like a pseudo repel. I'll put this Firestone away. I'll put that Firestone away. That wood away. Nice. I need to upgrade my satchel at some point, but I don't have it. Oh, Akari. Cutscene early, I see. There you are. Let's hurry to the headquarters. Look who's being punctual. Finally realized you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham? Who is this? There you go again, insisting on your false image of the Almighty Sinnoh as a ruler of time. Many people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation, and ruler of space. Ha! You could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it. Excuse me, are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of the vast Hisui's space? Better than some. It's a miracle you shut up on time, O mighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I worried you'd getting lost in the potentially vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me get lost in Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl Clan? In our world's very basis? You wish. Oh, they are just fighting for no real reason, are they? I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamado's office. I believe it was you who started this. Beef. You can feel the tension when those two show up. One of them looked like May. Am I wrong in thinking that? One of them did look like May. You haven't met them, have you? The woman with the reverence for space is Ildria, leader of the Pearl Clan. The man who goes on and on about time, Adaman, leads the Diamond Clan. The Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently, things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, I mean, the commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for after you report to him. Okay, so we can continue on the story if we want. But there is marginal beef to be had. Is there any reason to go out here? Is there reason? No, not yet. There is a lot of beef. There do be a lot of beef. There do be a substantial amount of beef currently. The Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan just seem to not want to be together with each other. What? Just seem to not like each other. I have 3. Okay. Oh, someone has a request. There's a new request available over at the farm. We can go deal with that. Listen here, Survey Corps kid. I saw the darndest thing. I was scouring the heartwood, the crops we use to grow in the fields here, when I saw it. This Pokemon called Cherrim changed his appearance before my very eyes. It was in the evening, the light was getting dim. All of a sudden, Cherrim's petals closed right up, so it looked nothing but a little flower bud. Wow, I thought, I just witnessed the miracle of evolution. But the next morning, when I went to check in on that Cherrim, it was right back to full bloom. But why would it bloom just to close back up? Is that how evolution works? Or was the change I saw something different? When you finish Cherrim's Pokedex entry, let me have a look, would you? To bloom or not to bloom? That is the question. I've also just realized that there's a lot of buildings being constructed around, and even buildings being worked on. Is that a coughing? That's a coughing. How do I look again? There we go. Oh, sorry, it's not a it's a wheezing. Oh, it's based on a Alolan wheezing. Oh, God. Not cool. Not cool. Alright, into the building. Let's see what the commander wants. Probably something important. Well, I mean, if we're being called urgently up to the commander, I guess they want something from us. That's not the commander. Oh, there's a request down there. Okay. We can deal with that. Zubat's eyes. Clarissa from the security corps has a request for us. Something to do with Zubat, I believe. Talk to the good lady and investigate as necessary, if you please. Zubat's eyes. There are no other requests. I don't think Zubats have eyes, just off normal observation, if I'm being honest. But it be what it be. Alright, what's happening up here? That was nice. That was a nice roll into that area. What do you intend to do about that Cleavor, Kanda Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adamant. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleavor is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan. Is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats. Just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honored nobles? I don't believe I said that. Thought it, maybe. You may as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Cleavor into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is a first as far as my clan knows too. I see you've arrived. This is Zack, the newest member of our survey corps. Aha! I hear from Mai, you earned Weird Ear's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I am Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, just call me Adaman. You came from beyond that time-space rift? Would you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Idra, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? Well, clearly something has happened because I fell from the sky. Arceus caused me to fall through the sky, so I don't know. Maybe I did. Who knows? Can we still even trust Arceus? There's a big question. I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleavor before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger, who supposedly fell from the rift, to study Cleavor, this newcomer, with no experience, says the leader with almost no experience. Get him, Adaman. Yeesh. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give the kid his chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you galaxy folk really are. With all your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. This whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. I agree, actually. We do not use Pokeballs for a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Zack. I order you to study Cleavor and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very skies above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard, work yourself to the very bone. A frenzy of the Lord of the Wood. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Cleavor, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength, be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clan. Understand? Join me downstairs, Zack. We'll cover the details of this new mission. Oh god. So now we're gonna have to go and find out what this Cleavor is. Akari's in here as well. Ah, good, you're already here. Oh, Leviton's also here. Professor Leviton, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Zack. I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleavor's frenzied state. But, as you're aware by now, Cleavor is a mighty thing, nigh invincible, even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far thicker opponent than any of those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clan revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the Noble Seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sort of offerings they normally leave for this Cleavor. Zach, we need to speak with you. Oh my goodness me, everyone wants my attention tonight. Everybody wants my attention. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. The world might be where Almighty Sinnoh resides itself. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you've traveled through time. By Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it. You must have been swimming in that divine might. In its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask of you. Oh, amazing time traveler. Don't just study Cleavor, quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adamant. We were just discussing our next steps in regards to this whole Cleavor situation. Oh-ho! You must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleavor. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those Galaxy Team of all people for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, is flown into the same type of frenzy as Cleavor. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still. We've got to share, Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best. Hope we've got. You'll find Cleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be binding, you know? He'll tell you about his beloved Cleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. He certainly left quickly once he'd finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Adamant and Mai weren't wrong, you know? If you're to study, perhaps even quell, Cleavor, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Our New Heights camp would be a handy place to set out towards Grand Tree Arena. And should you stop by the pastures too, you'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Noted. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across? Satchel always seeming full? That sounds like you. You'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. You can carry around even more in that satchel of yours if you learn the trick for packing things in. I can teach you if you like. What do you say? I like your initiative. My teaching fee is a neat 100 Poké, alright? Perfect then. Lend me your ear a moment. Nice. And that's all there is to it. You see how much more you can fit in by packing things rightly? If you want to be able to carry even more things, there's more I can teach you. What do you say? Alright, I think we're good for now in terms of selling stuff. There's times where a single extra item can mean the difference between life or death, you know. Don't you. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, yeah, I will have one more, actually. So, every time you need extra space, you talk to that man. Got ya. Alright, let's go.